Hey Mini enthusiasts, how you doing? I hope you're having a great Sunday, and I think for most of us it's Father's Day. I don't actually know whether Father's Day is worldwide. I think it certainly is in Europe and America anyway. So yeah, happy Father's Day to all those out there celebrating. And by the time this video goes out, I'm fortunate enough my family are taking me out for a nice meal tonight, so I'll stick this out at about 7:30 I think. I'll be out tucking into a nice steak dinner. Wouldn't usually do an intro for these type of videos, so this is just the third part of the cylinder head gasket sort of job I'm doing on PL at the moment, which has turned into a little bit more work, but these things always do. But I'm just doing an intro because I wanted to wish you all happy Father's Day, show you a couple of bits I got. So my little boy handmade card which he done at school, the picture of PL. The bonnet's a bit long, but we won't hold that against him. Also got some stainless steel door striker plates, I think they're called, so they look really cool, freshen the car up a bit. I think my favourite bit is little plaque, Dad's Mini Garage, so I need to stick that up somewhere. That's really, really cool. So yeah, happy Father's Day everyone. We're about to go into the World Cup as well, so England are playing tomorrow, so that will disturb things from tomorrow onwards. But just a quick mention to all the new subscribers. Hi, thank you very much for subscribing, really, really appreciate it. I hope you like the videos. Leave some comments and I'll try and answer any questions you have. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. It's really been fantastic the last month or so. We've had loads of new subscribers from all over the world, so reaching out to places like Australia, Japan, and the Far East. It's really quite amazing to see how far my videos go. So I'll try and give up waffling, get into the video. In this update I'm just doing some work on the head, freshening up the head, not a huge amount to be honest, just lapping the valves in, cleaning the head up. I'm going to take, hopefully tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday, get the head skimmed, and then I can start putting it back together. But I am away next weekend, so I'm not sure what I do about updates. I've got some video already ready to go, so if I can get it edited in time, hopefully that will be there to watch for next weekend. It's actually my birthday weekend, so present I'm really hoping to get is a new GoPro Hero 6, so that should make the video quality a bit better. And you'll see in today's video actually some of the close-ups using the camera I use at the moment are not great, so hopefully the GoPro will be better at that. Certainly is at image stabilisation, which is why I got it. So yeah, next weekend's my birthday, and I'm actually doing a car rally in Germany, so it's kind of work related. I've got to go over there for a meeting, but I was invited to take part in a classic car rally over there. I think it's called the Boxberg Classic or something like that, so don't know a great deal about it at the moment. I'll find out when I get there, but if I get a chance to do any video or some photos, I'll do that. If it's interesting, I'll come back and share it with you. So honestly, I'm going to stop waffling now. Please enjoy the video guys. If you like it, leave a thumbs up, and like I say, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I hope you enjoy. Happy Father's Day guys. Right guys, so normally what we do is skim the head first, and then lap the valves in, but I can't get the head skimmed until the start of the week now because everywhere's closed. It's over the weekend, but because the valves are recessed in the head, I should be able to lap the valves in, refit all the valves, springs, that sort of thing, and they should still be able to skim it okay. Some heads the valves sit proud, so you have to take them out to skim the head. Now we're not going to go mad on this. Didn't really have any problems with the valves, obviously, but while we've got it off, we'll just lap them back in again. So we're going to use just a fine grinding paste. So you generally get little pots like this. It'll have coarse at one end, fine at the other. If we were fitting new valves, or there was pitting on the seat of either the valve seats or the valve itself, then we'd want to start with coarse first. But the valves were pretty clean to be honest, so it's really just a bit of a refresh rather than a complete overhaul. So you can put the valves back in the same order. So we've got them over there marked out on the card. First valve we're going to start with is an exhaust valve. What we want to do is just lubricate the stem just with a little bit of engine oil. Insert it in. Then what we can do is you can get your finger on the valve when it's pushed all the way nearly home. Just try wiggling it side to side and see how much play there is there. There should be a tiny little bit of play, but not much, to be honest. I don't know what the exact tolerance is, but if the valve feels sloppy in there, it will be the valve guide that's worn. But that feels pretty good. There's a large end and a small end, so the large end is probably for your inlet valves, which are the bigger ones, small end for the exhaust valves. Bit of spit around the rubber seal. Get it centralised. And then just, we don't want to go mad with the paste. You want to make sure you don't get any paste inside the valve stem, because that will damage it. You get any left over, it's going to cause it to wear out very, very quickly. So just smear it on, get a good coverage around the valve seat. Just dab it in to begin with, till you get good coverage, and then it's just a bit of hard work. Now you don't just keep turning the same way. The idea of backwards and forwards, lifting it up and down, is that you get smooth coverage and it cuts the seat or grinds the seat in much better. Seen some people use drills, but you can't really need that. You need an oscillating motion. If you just use a drill, you'll just score up the valve seat. Basically, there's no easy way of doing this. It takes time. minutes doing that valve. Taking in mind we were only grinding with fine as well. If you'd done coarse, you'd add at least another 5 minutes on that, so 20 minutes per valve. You do the math. 160 minutes on a 8 valve engine, so nearly 3 hours. And obviously if you were doing a 16 valve, it could be even longer, but depends how much care, time and effort you want to put into it, to be honest. You can definitely not do it enough, but I don't think you can really do it too much. You're never going to wear the seat away, or you'd have to be at it for hours to do it. What you're sort of aiming for is a nice dull grey line on the valve seat, and that should match the nice dull grain line on the valve itself. So if you compare that with one that hasn't been done, you can see that's all shiny at the moment, and if I compare that with a valve that hasn't been done yet, as you can see, that's got the black soot around the valve seat, so that'll be preventing it from sealing properly. So yeah, it ain't an easy job, and if you ever worked in a garage, engineering shop or something like that, it's generally a job for the apprentice. So that's both inlet and exhaust valves done now. Just interesting while we're here, this is John Cooper head, it's marked Cooper on it. I don't know who made it. They use various people over the years, I think, but so just to check valve sizes. So that measures 35.6 mil. So I don't know whether you call it a 35 mil valve or a 36 mil valve. So that's 35 inlet and 29.3 exhaust. So it's probably 35 inlet, 29 exhaust. What you can actually do as well with this grey ring I was talking about, where you lap the valve in, I think there is a specification for them. I'll have a look in a minute and see if I can find it, but measure the actual width of the grey line. So it measures 1.75 mil on the exhaust. Slightly narrower on the inlet, 1.5 mil. So I'll have a look and see whether that's in spec. Just a quick progress shot. So we're about we are exactly halfway now. So I've done 4 valves out the 8 valves. I don't have the patience to sit here and do all 8 in one go. It hurts your palms after a while, so I've been sort of doing one, going away, doing something else, and then coming back and doing another one. So I've been spending 15 minutes on each. I think the exhaust valves are a little bit easier to lap in because the valve's smaller, so it's easier to turn. There's not as much torque, resistance. So, but I thought I'd just show you the comparison. So obviously on the right here, this exhaust and inlet valve are done, so you see we've got the nice grey mark there. You can compare that side by side with a valve seat that's not done. When you actually look close, you can actually see the thickness of the seat here that has been lapped in is probably almost twice the width of one that hasn't. So that's why you get better sealing of the valve seats by lapping them in. So let's get cracking, get another one done. bye.